doing? It's Coach D and it's Code 31. Look, this is a special day and a special show. We don't normally come on Saturdays. We're normally on Wednesdays. But I was supposed to have a meet and greet, but unfortunately we had to hold that back. So I want to say prayers up for Joe to have a speedy recovery from her surgery. And today we got a very special guest. Can you hear me? Today we got a very special guest. Introduce yourself, young man.
You know what it is, man. Jerry Fontillo in the building. Super Ugly Movement, Vortex Photography, winning team, all that.
And he is the man. He is the reason why Code 31 Media Magazine exists right now, guys. He is the reason why. He is my daily get in your butt inspiration, so to speak. You know, anytime I get down or I let distractions get in the way, this man is calling me every morning like, D, what are we doing? Okay,
exactly.
Get back focused, get back right.
Get
so Jerry, tell them about how you got into doing all this photography and all the creative things that you do.
All right, I'm gonna make it quick because you know we only got a little bit of time. So all right, so I used to work for Verizon. I was an engineer right after I got out the military. And then I started off doing comedy, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. All right, so I went to a club one night. They dared me to get on stage. Mm-hmm. I just started talking mad shit. Mm-hmm. My boy, actually, he was supposed to perform that night. So when he showed up and he seen me on stage, because it was like an open mic, he got mad. He flipped on the club owner. He was like, why y'all book another comedian? You know my ass was coming. Wash it, my boy Rashid, rest in peace. Mm-hmm. So the owner was just like, we ain't book another comedian. This nigga just from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm, and then that's when we connected. So he was like, yo, you need to go on shows with me. So we started doing shows.
Okay.
You know, I was like up all night, working in the day, in the comedy club all night, doing cruises, tours. We just having a good time. And, yes. And honestly speaking, I wasn't even taking it seriously. Uh-huh. So the photography started when I seen the flyer for the tour. Okay. We was on a tour called Weapons of Mass Distraction. Okay. And they had me looking like King Kong on the flyer. I ain't gonna hold you up. Okay. Like, I don't know who shot it, but I was black as hell. Mm-hmm. And it was put me next to the little white girl who was singing. Mm-hmm. All you had to do was draw a monkey arm. And I swear to God, it looked like the King Kong flyer. Wow. I was so mad at that flyer that I literally stood in the back of the tour bus, shot myself on a camera I bought from Target or something, and edited, and then shot everybody else so they look better on the flyer. Re-edit. I never know nothing about photography, editing nothing. But somehow it looked better, so we threw away the old flyer, and then I took pictures of the whole tour. And then as soon as I got off the tour, matter of fact, my boy Stu from Impact Studios was like, what kind of camera are you using? Where's your studio? I'm like, I don't even know what the hell he was talking about. He started naming all these camera models. I'm like, Target. Right. 1999. Right. This is editing, you know what I'm saying? So I started working with him for Impact Studios and Impact Magazine. And then I was just editing photos, to be honest with you. Other photographers was bringing me stuff and I was editing for the magazine. I did that for like 2 years. And then I started arguing with photographers. So bought my own camera. You know, 2,000 magazines later, all across the country. The rest is history. Right. Art galleries, billboards, the rest is history. Right. Yeah, self-taught.
Self-taught, guys. Yeah. Amazing. I mean, he could turn you into a robot, anything.
Yeah, I could do whatever with a picture.
So,
But yeah, that's how it all started. And then I started the movement, working with a ton of models. And we used to host shows for Perfections and, you know, Perlou and all these other nightclubs with my boy Shaft from KSR. And that's when we got into the music joint. And, you know, we was managing Cardi B for a minute.
Now, tell them the Cardi B story, because you always tell me this story.
Okay. Now, you know what? Because of legal things, I don't want to get too deep into it because that relationship didn't end well between them. And, you know, I mean...
No, I mean as far as, like you said, like her first show was like 8 people.
Oh, yeah.
Like
in the beginning, I ain't going front. In the beginning, you know, I can say this because this is the truth. Whatever. Nobody was feeling her at all, to keep it a buck with you. So, Shaft at the time, he managed Cardi B and DJ Self.
Okay.
So, Self was doing Amateur Night, and Cardi, she was funny, like, just kind of popping, but she was a dancer, and nobody really wanted to take dancers seriously. So let's just say everybody came up with a plan, because when they came looking for Self for the whole Love and Hip Hop Creep Squad, he kind of rammed her down their throat. Because they didn't want her. I'm going to be a buck with you.
Right.
And then we came up with a device where her character would be a certain way.
Okay.
She killed it. And you know what it's based on. I already told you that, but I want to get into that. We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah.
But she killed it, and that's how she got popping, because she had a couple of ghostwriters and stuff like that, because her first music was trash. The first party we had, there was 8 people there.
Yes.
Matter of fact, 8 people in the whole club. I'm going to be a buck with you, including us. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, because people work there. So
yeah, that's it. Like I said, 8 people, that's what the staff...
Wow.
That's what the damn...
But now look at her. So,
exactly.
So this
but I did tell her. I told her. I said, one day, as long as you keep at it, people will be lined up around the corner. And I was like, stick with it, and you'll be a star. I told her that.
Yes.
When we was in the VIP sleeping.
Yes.
I'm just saying. It is what it is. But,
And now look at her. So, like, when I get discouraged... Like, he'll call me in the morning and he'll remind me, like, look where she started from and look where she's at
not
now.
just her. A lot of people we work with blew up. Jacquees, all of them. But, we was working with them before there was even Self. Like, when we was working with them, Self was even not that known or whatever. Because now, like, I work with DJ Hot Rod, and he's taking the same path.
Right.
So is Goddess Venus. They're all blowing up.
Yes.
But people don't see the hard work that go into that.
Definitely,
they don't see.
It's
they
definitely
don't see
hard work. People think this is a overnight thing, and it's truly not.
It's not.
You have to work very hard at everything that you do. I just was out at Yankee Stadium yesterday at Mill Pond Park, where all the legends were there, and I got to interview Jaz-O yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was great to hear him talk about,
the
beginning of Jay-Z, because Jay-Z was under him.
Yep.
And he was Jay-Z's mentor. So, a lot of times people try to erase history. You can't erase the fact that we seen him in the Hawaiian Sophie video with Jaz-O.
That's true.
So,
Opening
even
though
he's a billionaire and he's doing great, shout out to Jay-Z and all his success, without Jaz-O, there's no Jay-Z. That's what somebody had put on my TikTok. And like I said, I don't know what the issue is with people not being able to acknowledge when somebody has helped you do something.
But this is why, honestly speaking, after you help a lot of people do things, no matter how the relationship ends, at some point you have to create your own legacy.
Definitely.
And leave your own legacy behind.
Definitely.
Because we was on several teams helping people to become great.
Yes.
Some of them didn't work out.
Yes.
But at the same time, if I could go back and do it over again, I would have never stopped doing comedy.
Okay.
I'd have never stopped the movement. Like, I would have, everybody...
So do you think you will ever one day return to comedy?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You've been around me. You already know what it is. Especially when I make that move. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. So, because you should never really stop pursuing, even if you get behind somebody on a team. Because, like, right now, everybody I work with, I push the hell out of anybody I work with.
You definitely
like, hard. Like a battery in everybody's back. You know what I'm saying? To make it, to make a lot of things possible for them. But you can't never stop doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
That's why I started the magazine company. That's why I started, like, just doing everything and just pursuing my dream,
show them
too.
your new magazine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you ain't bring all your magazines.
Nah, it's too heavy to carry.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got, like, 50 issues out.
Right.
The hell, that's like carrying a brick.
50 issues, guy. But look. He done taught me. He's like, keep going. Because I'll be like, yo, I'm done. I finished the magazine, right? He goes, that's nice. You start working on the next one.
Exactly.
Start working on the next one. So every time you go to an event, you just pull out all your magazines.
That's right.
And then do it for other people. If they want to do their own magazines.
To keep it a buck with you, D, the magazine just started as just one magazine, a tribute to my girl. Shout out to my girl, Miss Slim.
Yes.
All right? So here's the thing. Somebody promised to give her an issue. And 8 months later, there was no issue. And I got tired of sending pictures to different publications, and they have, like, all these hang-ups. As you know, you was working for another publication. When I met you, we ain't even going to go into that. But let's just say you was working for another publication, and you wasn't really getting your just due. So that's why I put you on one of the first covers of the magazines that I was messing with.
And I appreciate that.
Like, you know what I mean? And then you start your own magazine. You know what I'm saying? So,
because look, I only wanted to do one issue of my magazine with just everybody in that one issue. And he was like, no. You have so much content that one issue of the magazine is not going to be enough. So
you got enough content for like 50 issues.
I know.
Like I ain't gonna hold you up.
Like I'm looking through all my old pictures and I'm like, yeah, that I can do just even off of the first, Code 31 media interviews at the Video Music Box 35th anniversary.
Yeah, but D, you got to remember, we go way.
I know.
I met you.
I know.
Doing people dirty in the club.
Okay, no.
Nah.
Okay, no. I didn't do people dirty.
Nah.
Okay,
You
what
right.
happened is somebody was talking junk to me, and
let's just say
got body slam.
Let's say you handle them
saved now.
like an old. Oh, you saved now. I was doing a party.
Yeah.
D, you handled him like an old trash bag. You just and the dude thought he was tough because he was a dude. Like I'm a man, you're a woman. The next thing I know. Yeah, it was WWE up in there.
Listen, I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. I had an older brother that was 8 years older than me, so I did everything that he did. So I played sports and everything like that. So
that's true.
It's like you're not.
You was a super athlete anyway you look at it.
You're not, so.
Wrong person.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
And
I knew that too.
And I say that with the online bullying thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like I met somebody that tried me. And then they saw me in real life like, damn, you tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
5'9", 237.
But that's why I'll be like, you got to ignore.
I keep telling people like,
yeah, but
you can have it.
But look, that's the whole online thing though. Online, let people just front like they somebody they not. Uh-huh. You could just so much capping online. That's why I be like, you gotta ignore the
I love Jerry
capping.
because it was a situation in a club, and he waited till after we got out the club because he already know how I give it up. So that person better be lucky that he told me after we got out the club.
That's true. No, that's true.
Say.
No, because we was doing parties. We used to do a lot of celebrity parties. Michael Blackson, all that other stuff. I see people popping shit. I'll be like, yeah, they in for some. They better leave D alone. I'm like, they don't know. They better leave D alone.
Guess,
and then sometimes you gotta play stupid games and get stupid prizes.
So, what are we doing now in 2023?
Well, the magazines is popping off. Miss Slim Volume 2, over almost 1,000 copies sold to date. Okay. And remember, I just started these magazines this year. Like when you think about it.
And I started mine in October.
That's what I'm saying. But when I do something, I'll run with it.
We're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of Code 31 Media Magazine.
So, the next thing is, the content house. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say too much about it. It's just one day, you're going to go on my social media. You're going to see my ashy, Godzilla-looking feet up in the air next to the pool. And you're just going to see some models walk by. Some beautiful models. Jumping in the pool. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
The content is going to be coming every week out of that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We have, I used to be with Doghouse Radio.
Yes.
Up in the Bronx.
Yes.
Working with Glamour and all of them and everything. But the pandemic shut all of that down. You know what I mean? DSN. Yes. So I'm going to start my own little broadcast right up my house.
Nice.
And it's just going to be catered towards actually three things. Of course, the models.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Shout out to all the models that I've shot. All 1,200 of them, to keep it a buck with you. And all the artists and all the people I've worked with, rappers, singers. I mean, a lot of people over the years.
Okay.
But now I'm going to do something showing you like the behind the scenes of what it is to do a real professional photo shoot and follow through. Because a lot of people don't follow through. I'm going to be a buck with you. Yeah. IG models think it's just kissy face and shit on their phone, and they think that you're not a model.
Right.
You ain't got no product. You got no calendars. You ain't got no magazines out. You ain't got nothing you could buy or offer somebody. So I have to kind of bring it back to reality. Just because you got likes, 1,000 likes and $2 will give you $2 at the end of the day. Because I'll be trying to tell models, like, just because somebody is inboxing you and, paying you to take naked pictures that never go nowhere, you're not modeling.
Right. You're not a model.
You're not modeling. You have nothing to offer. You have no product. You understand what I'm saying? You have no product. So your likes and your DMs don't mean nothing in the real world.
Right.
And that's where people get it twisted. Right. And walking in these little bullshit fashion shows don't count either.
Right.
2 fashion shows a year. They don't even mention your name. They mention the designer name. So you're wasting your time. I'm going to be a buck with you. You have to build your own brand.
So after all these years, what keeps the fires burning?
Man, I'm a creator. I'm a creator. Like some people in life are meant to be consumers. Some people produce. I'm always been, somebody to produce something. When I started the Super Ugly movement, all the shirts that you see all the models wearing, I used to press them up myself in the basement. 50 shirts a month. So when we was in the club, 30 deep with models in the VIP section, everybody was like, yo, who the hell is that? Because we used to be a swarm of black and silver, Super Ugly.
And he made, the caution tape?
Everything.
Bikinis.
Caution tape, black tape, everything, just producing. Because, I used to draw when I was younger. And then my cousin Ricky taught me how to sculpt and all that other stuff. So translating it into photography in the digital world is a natural, progression.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, now AI is doing a whole bunch of nonsense, but which is fun, but just not real. And that's the problem. People just cartoon themselves out. Yeah. But in real life, they're out of shape and their skin is bad. So go to the gym and wash your ass. No, you got to get to living in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Because all this avatar shit, it only could go but so far. Because when they actually hire you for something, if they hire you, you got to show up in the real life.
Yes.
You can't just show up and be like, yo, look at my avatar, look at the cartoon me. No, that ain't going to work.
Yeah.
That's great. But that is, that's why when you see the success of certain models is because they take care of themselves. They be in the gym, working out, eating right. So when they show up, they look like the pictures. There ain't that much editing going on. And that's a mistake that AI got people tripping with all these filters.
And talk about how you cater to the more darker models because
that's another thing.
Because other photographers feel like because of the darker skin they can't photograph.
It's not even their fault. I'm gonna be a buck with you. Certain cameras are calibrated to make dark-skinned people look a little crazy on them. You know what I'm saying? A little darker. So I just learned how to edit photos to bring out the brown and the richness in them. That's why a lot of photographers they shoot a lot of light-skinned models because it's easier to edit because the camera is actually calibrated to that. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I teach photography class, to show people how to get the results, no matter what color the model is, to get the perfect results, and how to edit somebody where they still look real, and they don't look like 3D cartoons. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or avatars.
And if they want to do their own magazine,
I showed them how to do that too, how to set up their own publishing company. You know me, everything I learned, I pass on to other people. I do teach them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I want people to be completely self-sufficient. Every model I work with, learn how to do your own makeup, learn how to do your own hair, learn how to sew, learn how to fix outfits on the fly because you can't depend on other people. And in real life, it ain't no app that fix stuff.
Right.
In real life, you got to get it done one way or another. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
So show them your magazine real quick.
I should show my other one, the Fontillo Experience. But anyway, I'm gonna show this one real quick. You see Goddess Venus and Miss Slim on the back. But this one we did for Little Meech. A Little Meech party. This just happened actually, and this was a party at the district with my boy Dope Chef and Colors, international singer. My magazine features up and coming people, bosses in the industry, people that's about their business.
Yes,
you know what I mean. So it's artists, it's industry people, and of course it's models. So I have different titles for different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
and like I said, he helps me with my magazines as well. Definitely does the covers for me and puts that Code 31 Media magazine on there. We did my dad's poetry book.
Out now, available now.
Own poetry book.
Yeah, I show people how to do editions, calendars, magazines, posters.
Yes.
You just have to have product to sell because if you got all this attention on you, most people buying likes anyway. That's a whole nother bullshit. 37,000 followers, all of them is bots. But people like to live in this stupid world.
Yes.
But like, say somebody like Slim or whoever's pictures, they can order it, get a calendar, even get a canvas sent to you. Yeah. See, that's how I'm able to do art galleries because all my pictures can be turned into canvases. Nice. It's just another level of stuff. You know what I mean? So there's levels to this. Yes. There's like taking pictures on IG. Then there's professional photography. Then there's publications. And then there's products. And then there's billboards. I've done all. I have billboards out. You know what I'm saying? And then there's being published all over the world. I got magazines in the middle of Russia and Ukraine, all kind of stuff. They killing each other, but looking at the magazine. No, I'm just saying. My magazines are everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Across the world. Japan, all this other stuff. So it's not about, because sometimes you're not appreciated over here. Sometimes you have to go overseas. Yes. For the matter of fact, Miss Slim's biggest supporters are from the European countries and stuff like that. So you have to think outside the box.
So what would be the best advice you could give somebody that wants to do what you're doing now?
Well, here's the thing. You got to learn everything there is to know about how to edit, how to control your company. And just always remember, no matter how much you know, there's still more. You learn every day.
Still more room to learn.
And you can't be lazy. Like people are too lazy. People say they bosses. No, you're not a boss. Your ass is lazy. You know, you have to, just as hard as you work for other people's company.
Yes.
You know, you have to work just as hard for yourself.
Yes.
Because I see too many people, like, they don't give it credit until it's, like, valid, like Louis or somebody attached to it. Then they want to sleep on the sidewalk all night for the brand new pair of Nikes and everything. But would they go that hard for their own brand? Hell no. Hell no. They don't go that hard for themselves. They're hard for other people's, what I like to call last names. Yeah. Because all these companies, all these famous brands that you busy loving is somebody's last name who's already, solidified their legacy.
Want you wearing their stuff.
Of course they don't. So. You know what I mean? You ignorant ass. But all I'm saying is, you have to go as hard for your own brand.
Yes.
And to be a boss, like if you work at a job, the boss is there early and he stayed late.
Yes.
And all the responsibility on him. Most people just say they're bosses, but they ain't ready for the responsibility of being a boss.
Right.
They ain't ready to invest in themselves, win, lose, or draw.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They only do stuff. Like, how many people go for a job interview up early, shit shaved and showered, early, bringing the boss coffee. But when it comes to their own brand and their own company,
they don't.
They lackadaisical.
Yes.
So you'll never be a boss. Stop kidding yourself. You're a clown.
That's
you know what I'm saying? You have to be serious about whatever you do, and you have to stay motivated. Good, no matter what happens. What people don't realize, if you producing stuff, it's not about sometimes the money that you get right now. Sometimes you might blow up after you die.
Yes.
It's about, sometimes it's just making yourself immortal by the things you put out there. Sometimes you're not even appreciated until you're dead.
That's a fact.
But your name is going to ring bells in history forever.
That's
point blank, period. So no matter what happens, Fontillo, because of all the magazines, because of all the art galleries and everything, is going to live on well after I'm gone.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing it for two different reasons.
And where can they find you on social media?
All right. All you have to do is look up Vortex Photography, the Super Ugly Movement, or Fontillo Photos. You know what I'm saying? So actually, there's a lot of pages out there. So if you just type in Jerry Fontillo, it'll take you to a lot of them. People are imitating my page now, but it's whatever. You know what I mean?
How do you deal with that? That's what I want to know. How do you deal with people trying to copy everything you do or trying to sabotage what you do? I'm
going to be real with you. Nobody can really sabotage you when you have the talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of photographers. Like when I started doing off-the-wall photos, like the robot stuff.
Yes,
and
the robot stuff is crazy.
Like the futuristic robot stuff, the elemental stuff. A lot of people were just like, oh, there's no market for that. You know what I mean?
Now,
well, I'm just saying, now there's a market. But when I was doing this years ago, over a decade ago, and the market for it was my people from Japan. They was the one that recognized what I was doing first. Like it was overseas stuff. But I just wanted to create. And then later people started mimicking me, and I just thought it was funny. Like, honestly speaking, because a lot of shit they was doing was terrible. So I just looked at it like comedy. You know what I mean? The robots was looking retarded as hell. But here's the thing. I really don't care about what people do behind me, because they're like literally
behind me.
They're in my rearview mirror.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just keep looking in front of me, and that's all that counts. Okay. And I don't mind if people mimic me. I don't even care if people talk shit about me.
Okay.
Everybody that talks shit about my work became a fan. Like the people that they talk shit about came to my page to see what was whatever, and they became a fan.
Okay.
Because they came here thinking it was going to be some bullshit, and they was like, oh, nah, this shit fire.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, they're cheerleaders.
Yes.
Thank you, all the haters and old throughout times.
Thank you so
Y'all
much.
the biggest cheerleaders.
Right.
I remember this dude used to come to a comedy show and heckle me every single week. And people always wonder why I never got mad at his ass. Because he came every single week. This nigga paid $30.
Right. You paid to be here.
Yeah, and to yell at me. And if the show was slow, I would just cut his ass. And he was like my biggest supporter. My biggest supporter. So I don't mind. I don't mind the hate.
Okay. So you have guests here with you. So
definitely.
Let's bring your guests on before our time.
All right, really quick. We're gonna bring on my homegirl Beachy first, one of my new models, and I'm gonna let you sit down and talk to her. She just got featured in actually. You're in 2 of the magazines now. Okay, yeah, she's in 2 issues.
Okay.
I just
you
met
have
her not
any
too
of the
long ago.
issues in here?
Now, I can't bring everything.
All right,
It's too
right.
much. I do have a photos because we just did.
But while they are gonna
fire.
switch
switch
up,
our chairs.
I'm gonna say thank you to my sponsor, FUBU.
Oh yeah, FUBU.
For the jersey. This is a real FUBU jersey. This ain't no fake thing. This shout out to Keith Perrin from FUBU.
No, thank you to all the sponsors. Shout out number one Draft Pick.
Yes.
Shout out 420 Fashion.
Yes.
Shout out to all the people that's supported us through the years and gave us fly stuff and everything.
Yes,
you know what I'm
we
saying? But
appreciate you.
We're gonna get into
Keep
that.
bringing the stuff to me too. Anybody that wants me to wear their clothing lines, Agape Love is a thing clothing line. Anybody, just hit me in the inbox. Let's talk about it. If you want to be featured in the magazine, hit me in the inbox. Let's talk about it.
Exactly. All right, so Michi, come through real quick. Let me make sure I don't block anything.
Yeah, make sure. Move that back.
Other way, God.
Step around.
Other way, God. Other way.
Other way. That way.
No, I'm just gonna get out the shot. I'm gonna get out the shot altogether.
Yeah, because he don't want you to knock nothing
all right,
down.
all right. I'm trying to get the good
Yeah,
shot
good
real
shot.
quick. All right. All right, get it.
Okay.
Hello.
How you doing, young lady?
I'm good.
We have a new guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Michelle. You could call me Mitchie or Sunshine.
Okay, and where do you hail from, young lady?
Born and raised New York City, Lower East Side.
Okay. And how long have you been a model?
I've been modeling since I was about 16.
Okay. And what piques your interest to be a model?
Two things. Always getting stopped on the street since I was a kid, and everybody always asked me like, "Oh, do you model? Are you like into fashion and stuff like that?" And I'm like, "No, I just put on my clothes and go outside."
So you've been doing this since 16, if you
Yes.
don't mind. Like how many years in the game you been, if you don't mind?
Almost 12.
Almost 12.
12
And
years.
in your 12 years, like what would be the best advice or the best things that you could tell about being a modeling and the worst?
The best thing about modeling is the people you get to meet and the places you get to go doing this. Like, you get to travel a lot. You get to join agencies. It's like beautiful things. The bad thing, yep. Back to that. The people you meet is also the bad thing.
Okay, so it's a good and bad thing to meet people.
Yeah, because you meet a lot of people that I like to call them creeps with cameras.
Oh.
Because they're predators. They like to use the fact that, you know, you're a model, you're trying to get into magazines, you're trying to do stuff. So they'll hit you up like, "Hey, I'm trying to shoot you, I'm trying to do such and such nude, this and that." They don't want to pay, they just want to see you naked. That's it.
Okay.
And take your pictures.
So how do you handle those kind of situations?
I don't work with them.
Okay.
There's a few photographers, they'll probably see this. They know who they are. I'll never work with
know
them.
who you are.
Because
Dang.
one thing I don't tolerate is when a photographer writes me and he's hella unprofessional. Like, the first thing you say to me, "Oh, you have nice titties. What's your
Wow.
rates? When are you free to shoot?" I'm never free to shoot, baby. It's never going to happen.
So have you had a whoa moment in your 12 years, which is when you meet somebody that you probably admired over the years and you say, "Oh my God, I met..."
No, not really.
Not really?
No.
Like
I
there's
see,
nobody
like,
in the industry that you admired or mentor or wanted to, mentor you and, you haven't...
no.
Ran-
Everybody's
besides Jerry.
human. I see everybody as regular people. Shit.
No, I mean, they don't have to be like celebrities. They could just be somebody that you admired young before you got into modeling and you finally got to meet them. And it's like, my whoa moment, everybody knows is Method Man. And I just saw him again at Rock the Bell. So
Okay.
that would be my whoa moment or interviewing Mario Van Peebles, like something like that. So you haven't had a whoa moment in
No.
12 years?
Not yet. I wish. My goal is to meet Tyra Banks.
Okay.
That's where my goal
You got to manifest that. Definitely got to manifest
Amen.
that.
I know
So,
that's right.
what other magazines have you been in?
I've been in Fast Life. 2 years ago, I was in Fast Life for the audition. It's me on a motorcycle. It's
Okay.
pretty cool.
How was that experience?
It was great. I went to a whole car show. It was beautiful. The cars were beautiful. The other models there, they were
By the
cool.
way, the Fast Life is Baywatch on that same.
Okay, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah, it was great.
Have you been able to tour like the country from doing modeling? Like, have you been?
No, not yet. Mostly because of, dealing with my personal obligations and,
Okay.
financial situations.
Okay. So what can we expect from you next?
Look forward to seeing me more on more covers, a lot more magazines, and hopefully overseas soon.
Okay. And where can they reach you on social media?
My social media is Love Kills Everything. Instead of a G is a Q. Love Kills Everything.
Okay. That's awesome. What inspired that?
I'm religious, so I believe, God is love, love is light,
Okay.
all that
That's a
good stuff.
beautiful
Love is
thing.
everything. Love is the way.
All right, so tell them one more time who you are and where they
My
can
name
find
is
you.
Michelle, aka Mitchie. You can find me on Instagram as Love Kills Everything with a Q.
All right, love kills everything with a Q, y'all. I thank you for being here with me
No
today.
problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's get the next.
Let me jump back in and introduce him. I want to do it properly.
Okay.
Okay. See, I'm multitasking, taking
Yes.
pictures, doing videos. You already know what it is, man. Shoot. All that's going in the next issue. Anyway.
Yes.
All right, so we recently did a casting. Shout out to my man Cliff for the Heights magazine,
Yes.
starring my boy Capone. Money and Violence and other,
Yes.
the Spanish dude with all the tattoos. That's
Okay.
my people.
Okay.
So I met my boy Lo here, you know what I'm saying, in Brooklyn and everything when we was finished with the casting. So he's an actor, he's a rapper, but I'm going to let him tell it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So come on up, get on the stage.
All right.
Thank you, my brother. I go by the name of
Go ahead.
Naquilo Down.
Quilo down. Let them know who you are, like what you do, and how we got here today.
Coming from East Orange, New Jersey, Newark area.
Okay.
And I'm here. My boy Jay got me here.
Okay.
So we're about to do a shoot for the magazine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But I have a Hybrid Entertainment. That's my record company.
Okay.
Then I also have Lyrical Chef. That's my banana pudding company.
You're a chef.
Yeah, now I'm not the chef.
Oh, somebody else is the chef.
But she was one of my artists. She went to school to become a chef.
Okay.
So she created this recipe for this banana pudding that
Okay.
everyone loves. It's also in ShopRites. We're in
Nice.
over 110 ShopRites.
Okay.
7-Eleven, Gourmet Garage, Fairway. It's in the ShopRite in Brooklyn. I was trying to bring you some. But it kind of traffic was kind of
Okay.
tight. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you'll be back again, so you can bring me some. Now, is it for diabetics? Because I am diabetic. So is it a lot of sugar in there? Because I can't really eat that.
Yeah, see that's the thing. Yeah, it's a lot of sugar in there.
Okay, now I can't eat that.
I'm gonna keep it. It's
I'm gonna be good. I can't eat.
It's 4 flavors. It's cookies and cream. It's deluxe. Deluxe is a Roman caramel
Or maybe
flavor.
I have a little smidge.
Then you got strawberry and the
Just a
red.
little smidge won't hurt me.
I told my people to stop at the shop right in Brooklyn and grab some for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they bringing some here now for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah,
that
I'll
make
bring it
you're
home
right.
and I'll let the family indulge, and I'll just take a little smidge.
I'm gonna tell you like, look, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Once you try it, there goes your diet.
Oh, my diet been going. That's why I do 5,000 steps a day.
I can dig it. You're still looking good though.
Thank you, I appreciate that. 52 years old, by the way.
Then I have my album.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's called My Feet.
Okay.
Like
Now, is it R&B, hip hop, or
hip hop.
okay?
Yeah, hip hop.
How long you been doing that?
For over 20 years.
Okay.
Music is my first love.
So, is there any artists that you encountered in your 20 years?
I encountered a lot of people. I was actually when I first started rapping, it was God bless the dead, my brother Pooh. He had a record company
Okay.
by the name of Teamsters, and I was in a group. It was me and 2 other people.
Okay.
And Teamsters, they had a artist by the name of Haas the Ripper.
Okay.
Now he ended up with Jay-Z.
Nice.
Now this was the Teamsters before Rockefeller merged with Def Jam.
Mm-hmm.
The Teamsters was merged with Rockefeller.
Okay.
It was like one big merger. Def Jam, Rockefeller merged with Def Jam. Teamsters merged with Rockefeller. The deal was to give them Haas the Ripper.
Okay.
He been on tour with Jay-Z.
Okay.
Like he been doing a lot of shows with Jay-Z. He been around. But what happened was would put a damp on that. My boy Pooh, he had died, caught an asthma attack and died. So yeah, but yeah, I've been around Jay and them like way back. It's
Okay.
like early, like about late '90s.
Well, since you are a rapper, you know, yesterday was the birthday of hip hop. So, how do you feel about 50 years in hip hop?
Hey man, it's a blessing. It got me here today.
Mm-hmm.
Like then shout out to KG from the Cold Crush. That's one of my people. So you know what I'm saying.
Shout out to everybody that was out at the Mill Pond Park yesterday. MC Shan killed it. It was a lot of people out there. Sparky D, Chuck D, and Flavor Flav. I didn't get to see them, but they were out there. Matter of fact, he is on the cover of my issue of the magazine. I had the KRS-One one, and he was like, "That's amazing." He doesn't even know that he's on the cover. So shout out to Chuck D. And just to meet all the legends in general, you know what I mean, is a blessing.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So so you're doing a photo shoot today.
Yeah, photo shoot today.
And when is the new music coming?
New music it'll be next month.
Okay.
And I also have a movie coming out.
Okay.
Well, it was a movie. We turned it into a TV series.
Okay.
It's called Get Low.
Okay.
Yeah, dope. And I also have
When does that come out?
we dropping everything as a whole in next month.
Okay.
Now for nothing, but these are actors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 movies I'm in, y'all, by the way.
Oh yeah. I gotta give you a call. Huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you're gonna be in more movies.
That'll work.
That's
That'll
what's
work
up.
for me, and then you guys could be in the magazine, so it'll work out.
And I also have my own film studio also.
Okay.
Yeah, Shutter Styles Films.
Okay.
Out of Maplewood, New Jersey.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to get out to Jersey because the Cesaride don't go out there. So.
Look.
Come on, the Cesaride.
Look, I'll come get you.
That'll work. Come and get me.
You know, I'll come scoop you up.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that?
You're a traffic cop, you're a lawyer, you all types.
Yes.
You all types of shit.
Yeah, I got 4 movies that hopefully all of them is coming out this year. So
Yeah.
I did play a traffic cop in Color. I played a lawyer in Son, I Got Your Back. I played the drums in Traffic Lane, and I just played. We was playing dominoes or whatever, and I get shot in the hat, and that's called Self Destruction 23.
Yeah.
So I'll be in 4 movies. Hopefully, they all be out this year.
Oh, that's what's up.
So where can they reach you on social media, young man?
At Naqui Lowdown, NYQUEE Lowdown, and Facebook is Lowdown. You know.
Well, I appreciate all of y'all being on the show today.
Oh yeah. Then I also have my team, my brother / partner. This is Sadek Jean.
Okay.
He's one of a big producer. He's actually he's Wyclef brother. So he.
Isn't he in our magazine?
Yes, he is in the magazine. Yes, he is. Because, you know,
Big magazine.
I've done parties with Wyclef. You see a lot of pictures of me.
Let me show you your brother.
He always did.
Let me show you your brother.
We always
Big bro.
We everywhere. People don't realize that. But,
You know, so anytime he's in New York, actually, and he was at the Apollo. My cameraman got him to do a drop for Code 31. So shout out to Wyclef.
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
And he has music coming out, Christmas album called The Gift.
Okay.
He just did a song with Serrani.
Okay.
Like so, yeah.
So we got to get him back on the show then.
Oh yeah,
We don't
definitely.
have enough time today,
and the
but
stylist real quick.
Rim
Okay, there you go.
from Canada.
from Canada.
Me-
I played against Canada in basketball back in the day. I used to do a little something with the basketball.
Oh, you was something nice.
Yeah, I would say so.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. Look.
Just slow them back in the day.
Not to toot my own horn, but beep beep, I was that chick.
Well, you know what? Just don't dunk on me.
Nah, I can't dunk. That would never happen. And I never got dunked on because I told people I'll break your leg. You try to dunk on me. We're not doing that. You know. So you know. So guys, I thank all of y'all for being here today, and I need y'all to do one thing for me. On 3, I need y'all to say, "It's Code 31" to end my show. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's Code 31.
You already know, Code 31 Media TV Podcast, S Street Media, baby. We back to Wednesdays next week, but today was a special show. Like I said, shout out to Hot Granny, Joe Get Better, so you guys can come back to New York and we can do our meet and greet for that TikTok edition part 2, baby. This is what we do. I want to thank Jerry again. Man, this is my right hand. This is my big bro. Like I said, anytime I feel down or whatever, he calls me every morning and say, "D, get back focused. Don't let these distractions get to you. Just keep on bringing out more content, more magazines. Keep them mad. You're code 31. He tells me that all the time. Don't worry about not being invited to stuff. You're going to be doing so much, have so much content. They're going to have to invite you. And when you get in there, you kill it. So, again, thank you to Jerry Fontillo.
I got you, D.
Exactly.
And we ride until the wheels fall off. You know why? Because it's
Exactly.
Code 31 and Fontillo Photos. And thank y'all again. Shout out to Math, S.STREET Media, and it's Code 31. See y'all next week.
All right. So let me get some shots of everybody.